HitIQ is an Australian-based company that has developed concussion management technology and now wishes to expand into the Indian marketplace. Its range of innovative products monitors and prevents head injuries in contact sport, including rugby, AFL, and MMA. This is not necessarily an easy process for the reason that it's a culturally different country with varied business environments and diverse sporting traditions. This documentary video elaborates on the possible business risks and liabilities HitIQ may fall into while entering India, with deep analysis in order to make strategic decisions for entry into the market smoothly.
Our focal country, India, offers a diverse business landscape equipped with unlimited opportunities for new companies. India currently ranks as the world's fifth largest economy, boasting a nominal GDP of $3.95 trillion, with this figure expected to rise at 6.8% annually over the next 2 decades. Key factors that have contributed to India's economic surge include their large growth in the manufacturing sector, as well as their increased agricultural output. India's key exports include jewelry, leather products, as well as automobiles, while their key imports include electrical machinery, mineral fuels, as well as technological machinery, with their key trading partners including the US, China, and the UAE. India also boasts a monumental population of over 1.4 billion people, currently ranking them as the world's most populated nation. This provides businesses with an immense labour force that is often cheaper and more accessible, whilst also providing companies with an intense consumer base. Regarding our focal company HitIQ, India provides an ideal business hub as HitIQ's concussion management technology can cater to cricket and kabaddi related head injuries, both of which are immensely popular sports throughout India.
To determine HitIQ's international business risks, the team researched the major types of risks in international business. Once familiar with these, a scoping exercise was conducted to narrow down the 2 most significant risks that HitIQ would have to address while doing business in India. This involved analyzing India in various databases to assess the degree of risk for each type of international business risk. Collating this data and research led to us finding that the 2 most significant international business risks in this commercial scenario would be cross-cultural risk and commercial risk. Cross-cultural risk was selected due to cultural differences between Australia and India and how they do business. We determined that there are significant differences between Australia and India in Hofstede's model cultural framework, particularly the dimensions of power distance and individualism. This also reflects into negotiation patterns, as Indian businesses more commonly engage in longer bargaining processes and indirect communication, compared to direct Australians not fond of changing their pricing. Commercial risk was selected due to the nature of HitIQ's business and expansion, which present difficulties in implementing their value chain activities. Majority of HitIQ's customer base are contact sporting organisations in the sports of rugby, football, AFL, and MMA. Although some of these sports are played within India, HitIQ will be wanting to target the major sporting players in the nation. We have identified cricket and kabaddi organisations as the main target market within India suited for HitIQ's concussion management systems and products. HitIQ will need to form new business relationships with buyers, suppliers, distributors, and possibly manufacturers. This challenge, coupled with India's ease of doing business rankings, paint a high risk for HitIQ to navigate.
HitIQ may find it challenging to address the cross-cultural and commercial risks that exist in expanding to such a large and unique market such as India. This is due to the liability that exists not only within the business, but within the new emerging industry of health technology, as these developments and enhancements to eliminate the long-term effects of concussions are something that has only been developed over recent years. And although it is shaping the way of the future and positively benefiting our society, the reality is that it is yet to be tampered with and used in foreign markets like India. Also, being such a new emerging business with little background behind it, and going into an already commercially lacking country such as India, HitIQ might find problems introducing the product to willing investors due to the language and cultural barriers that may exist, as India are known to have weak local partners that may be hesitant to try the product. Additionally, with kabaddi and cricket being such powerhouses within the Indian culture and tradition, currently generating billions of dollars into the Indian economy with as recent as 2020,
cricket generated $6.2 billion. The Indian market may not be so open to changing their sports that are already doing so successfully with introducing the risk of these technologies.
The two recommendations we came up with were cultural sensitivity and localization and strengthening local commercial partnerships. Starting with cultural sensitivity and localization, since cricket and kabaddi are already highly successful, their stakeholders, players, coaches, and sports bodies may be hesitant to adopt unfamiliar concussion management tools, particularly if they perceive these technologies as unnecessary or disruptive to established practices. To mitigate this risk, the company must invest in deep cultural research to understand the unique needs of these sports, which differ significantly from rugby and AFL in structure and decision-making processes. This research will inform the development of concussion management tools specifically tailored to these sports, making them more relevant and effective in the Indian context. Furthermore, training local practitioners and coaches on these technologies, benefits, and proper use will help ease the adoption process by demonstrating how the tools can enhance player safety and performance without disrupting traditional practices. Building trust through partnerships with local sports bodies such as the Board of Control for Cricket in India and the Pro Kabaddi League is essential to align the company's practices with India's ethical frameworks and decision-making styles. This approach reduces cross-cultural risks and encourages openness to new technology. And then strengthening local commercial partnerships. Introducing a new product into a highly successful sports environment presents commercial risks, particularly the challenge of building a customer base in new sports markets where stakeholders may not immediately see the need for change. To overcome this, the company should establish reliable partnerships with well-established local organizations in the sports, healthcare, and technology sectors. Collaborating with local sports medicine institutes, research facilities, and sports leagues will lend credibility to concussion management tools and help penetrate the market by leveraging the widespread popularity of cricket and kabaddi. These partnerships will facilitate customer acquisition through joint marketing efforts and local endorsements, encouraging broader adoption. These partnerships can also help demonstrate how the technology complements existing practices and enhances safety in a non-disruptive way, thereby reducing resistance to change.
Popularized by Raymond Vernon in 1966, the International Product Lifecycle Theory is one of the most common internationalization strategies. To ensure the firm succeeds within the Indian market, understanding the links between our recommendations and this theory is crucial. Our first recommendation of cultural sensitivity and localization is likely to align significantly with the product life cycle theory. The most important element of the theory that will align with this recommendation is the introduction stage. During this stage, Hit IQ must be extremely cautious whilst beginning to develop a strong relationship with India and its consumers. At this stage of the cycle, Hit IQ is likely to be experiencing low sales and engagement as a result of its hesitant market. Therefore, the firm should look to localize both its product and brand as quickly as possible. Once the firm has successfully localized the brand and started to build sales and partnerships, the maturity stage of the cycle can be initiated. Ultimately, as Hit IQ progresses beyond the introduction stage, the firm can look to introduce newer technologies and further expand. Our second recommendation of developing local partnerships will also be heavily aligned with the product lifecycle theory. Strengthening of local commercial partnerships will be an extremely valuable asset for Hit IQ as it enters the introduction stage of the cycle. Partnerships will result in stronger firm reputation and act as a tool to convince hesitant stakeholders that may be experiencing inertia. Additionally, local partnerships will aid the firm as it progresses into the maturity stage and continues to grow and expand. Commercial relationships with local stakeholders will support Hit IQ in obtaining Indian importers and manufacturers.
Conclusively, Hit IQ business expansion into India is very promising with significant challenges. Overcoming cross-cultural and commercial risks will be paramount to dealing with the diversified market. It is in this regard that cultural sensitivity, partnership with locals, and adherence to internationalization theories such as international product lifecycle become some of the surest ways through which HitIQ can reduce these risks and lay a solid foundation for its business success in India. These will not only bring success to HitIQ but successive longevity with an ever-consummate growth of sport technology in India.